Hey everybody! I've been asked by a few of my friends to share a video on how I apply my eyeshadow. I will show on another video, I'll show how I do my foundation and concealer. But for now, I'm just gonna do a eyeshadow application, which is my favorite. I love color, I love painting, I love creating the art and making the eye beautiful. So that's what I'm gonna be doing today. I will be looking down because my mirror is down here, but it'll actually give you a better perspective of what I'm actually doing. I will attach the colors that I used in a description on the video. So go ahead and look those up and ask any questions if you have any. So here we go. And remember, it's really hard for me to talk and do my makeup at the same time. They say artists are either right or left brain, but the talking brain is the opposite. So to get them two on the same level is sometimes hard. So bear with me. So I'm gonna do my eyebrows first. Like I said, I already have my base on, my foundation, my concealer, and my powder and blush. And I'll show that on another video, like I said. So first I'm gonna start with my eyebrows. I have the Moodstruck Precision Brow Gel. I'm gonna just do a quick light application of that and then use the brow liner just to kind of accentuate. I don't have very big or pronounced eyebrows, so I don't wanna go too heavy to make them look too fake, but I'm just gonna make them a little more pronounced. So I just brush that on lightly. It just kind of gives them a bit of that shape and a little bit of the color. And I'm using medium. My hair is, I am a natural brunette, not a blonde, but we'll keep that a secret. Then I'm gonna go ahead with my liner and just create more of a shape. I use little brush stroke while drawing that. I don't wanna do a harsh line just because I find they look a little too drawn on. I'm not a huge fan of that for my face. So I just want to do a light brow and just create that nice arch. Kind of go along the top to create that shape and along the bottom and kind of fill it in. So it's simple. Like I said, I have small eyebrows and I don't want to go too big on myself because the hair is not there and that just won't look natural on me. So you see the little brush strokes that I was doing just to kind of create more of the hair appearance. So I'm gonna take the gel again and just go over that again, kind of comb the little hairs into place and set it all. So there we go. You can kind of see the difference there. So for the eyes, you always want to start with a base. Now, depending on what you're doing, if you're gonna do a smoky eye, you can start with a darker base. For this one, I'm just gonna accentuate the sides, punch up the lid a little bit, accentuate the brow bone, and we'll go from there. So I'm just using a sponge applicator for this. I am using the Addiction Palette number 4. Love the colors in here. I'm waiting for a couple more colors, so we'll do some more videos when I get additional ones. So I just want to apply the Tender, which is the lightest color in this palette, along the lid. Excuse me. And anytime you do a lighter lid, it opens your eye up a bit. So that's always a good thing to kind of make your eyes look bigger. Now there's no real format to doing this. You do it how you feel comfortable. Always accentuate the brow bone with the lighter color. You want to open the eye. You never want to apply your your eyeshadow color from here all the way to here unless it's the lighter color. You want to create the space, and this just opens it up and gives you that raised brow bone look, which is always nice. So I'm going to do a bit of a darker color. I'm going to do the Triumphant, and I think I'll use Secretive, which is a bit of the gold, so I'll show you that. Here's Triumphant, and this is Secretive. So it's a bit of a brown, bronzy, bit of a shimmer. I always like to mix up my colors. I'm a color person, play with them, experiment with them. It makes it fun. So first I'm going to take the Secretive, and I'm just going to go pretty much on the last, or the half of the eyelid. You don't have to worry about shape or anything at this point. You just want to bring it to the corner of your eye and in a bit. Because the secret of a great eyeshadow is blending. So get the color on, we'll worry about blending after. And see, there goes my quiet. There goes the right or left brain. It's taken over once I start applying and I stop talking. I'm gonna get that in. You can bring it up a little bit. Now if you have a droopy eyelid, which, you know, comes with age a little bit, you want to bring it up above that crease just a little bit to create the the eyelid space and the crease, because otherwise it can sink away a little bit, and as you age, that's just what happens. So as you can see, I am getting the shape. I'm always staying in line with the corner of my eye. I don't want to go out further because that'll make your eye look a little more drooped, which not a good thing. So we want to keep in line, and the angled brush is really good for that. This isn't the liner brush, this is just the angle shadow brush. So it helps create that shape. And I just bring that in. I don't like, it depends on the look, honestly. I sometimes will go in here, but I tend just like to keep it on the outer portion of the eye. Bring it up a little bit. And that's all I'm gonna do for that color. And I will be blending later, so you can see how harsh the colors are right now and how harsh the shapes are. That will tone down once we start blending. And that's my trick to everything is the blend. So I'm gonna take the Triumphant, which is a really nice dark matte blue. I'm just gonna accentuate the corner. And you're gonna see what, like, whoa, that's dark. Wait, blending. I'm just gonna get that in. I really like to bring a little bit of it just throughout the corner of the eye on the bottom. You can do a liquid liner, or not a liquid liner, sorry, a pencil liner on the tear line. A white's really nice, that'll open up your eye. If you're going for more of a smoky eye, you can use a darker color. Today I'm not gonna do a bottom liner at all. I'm just gonna bring this shadow down a little bit just to kind of all blend it all in together. So really I just dab it in the corner. Make sure. So this is really just, you can create a V. So you want to go a little bit down on the lid towards the lash line and in, but you don't want to bring it in too far because you're really just creating an outer, a V, which will accentuate your eyes as well. Okay, so I'm going to take a blending brush. Something that's really fluffy and soft is really great for blending. So there, I'll just softly rub, or not rub, I'm just blending. I'm just blending that color. As you can see, you get that harsh shape starts to kind of disappear and blend in. That's the trick of all great eyeshadow application is blending. Like I always say, blend a little bit and then blend some more. And then once you've done that, blend a little bit more. So I'm gonna punch up that Triumphant blue color a little bit more in the corner. Now depending on how dark you like it, you can kind of do it in layers. I always suggest doing it in layers. That way you can stop when you're happy. And I'm getting pretty happy with that look. So once again, I'm gonna take the sponge brush again with a little bit of the tender, which is the light. I'm just gonna punch up this right here on the lid, which will help open it up. You can see that there. Bring it right into the corner. It's great to create an open look that way. So that's an easy application. It's fun to experiment. You really can't go wrong. You can always reblend, touch up, you know, pull in another color and create that look, as you can see there. I'm gonna do a little bit more blending. Like I said, always go back and blend. You see something you don't like, you can always take a blusher brush and just kind of smooth that over. this a little bit better. Bunch up the outside there. Blend, 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 and blend some more. Finish off. Okay, so I'm going to show you a little trick of the trade that I love to do. I love liquid liners, I love pencil liners, but when I'm using a specific color, like the Triumphant, what I'm going to do is use Triumphant for the lid liner. Now my little trick of the trade, can't tell anybody. No, you can tell everybody. I love growing plants, and aloe is one of my favorite. And I actually will use a little bit of aloe, the goo that's in it, the aloe nectar. I use a little bit of that with the eyeshadow. It creates a really nice liquid liner effect. So if you have a little jar, you can always put the aloe in there. I would keep it in the fridge, just to keep the consistency. I don't want to keep it too long because it can go bad. So I have a few aloe plants, so I always have fresh aloe on hand. It is messy, but it's absolutely great. And it's good for your skin. So whatever you have left over, I just rub it in my fingers. So I'm gonna just dip my excuse me. I'm gonna dip in my really fine angled brush into the aloe. And then I'm gonna just tap it on. Frog in my throat. Okay, so in my Triumphant, I can use the top portion for my shadow, but I like to keep this little portion down here for liner, just in case it gets a little cakey with the, you can either use water or aloe. So I just pull some of that color. Gives an awesome liquid liner effect without using a liquid liner. So I usually start around the center and I just dab along the lash line. Depending on how thick of a line you want, the thicker the line you go, the more closed your eyes will look. Unless you're just doing a cat eye. You tend to want to stay thin through here and then cat eye out, so this portion can be thicker where it meets the shadow. So I don't know if you can see so far how that liner is going on. It's looking pretty good. Some days liner sucks. And some days getting both eyes to match is impossible, but just little dabs along the lash line works pretty good. And then I like to bring it out just a little bit and match it up with the corner of the eye. So I get that little bit of the sweeping effect, as you can see there. So now I'm gonna just do the other eye and hope to God it matches. You know, so far everything's working out. Some days it just doesn't work out and I gotta take it off and do it all again, or do my 5-minute face, which is just a little bit of blush and some mascara and some lip gloss, and I'm good to go. So we got that there. Again, start at the center. I am fighting a bit of a cold, so thank you for being patient with my sniffles and my frog in my throat. It's looking pretty even to me. It's a good day for makeup. Every day is a good day for makeup. Just sometimes it cooperates a little bit more than other days. Just a little bit more. And create that cat eye. There we go. So that's pretty much it for the eyes, if you can see there. And I'm gonna do a mascara and we are pretty much done. So after I do the liner, once again, I'm gonna do a little more blending just to soften that. You don't want any harsh lines or shapes. You want a nice, soft colors flowing into each other. That's pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna use the 3D lash. It's not Monday, it's Friday. Why do I keep flubbing on my words? Jeez. Anyways, happy Friday. So here I'm just gonna do a regular mascara as my base. Get it good. I always like to go right into the lash line. Kind of wiggle it in, pull it up. Wiggle it in, pull it up. That way you create volume at the bottom and length at the end. There we go. And now on to the fun stuff. Let's make these eyelashes pop. So I got the Moodstruck 3D fiber lashes. In love with this product. Now you can either, if you want a longer lash, you can apply the gel just to the tips of the eyelashes and then the fibers. Or if you want like a voluminous long lash, do the whole thing. Do one eye at a time, just so the gel sets with the fibers. So I'm gonna apply the gel. I like the volume. I like the thick, full lashes, so I'm gonna do the whole lash. I do a little bit on the top. I'm gonna pull that in. And then the fibers. A little. And then you want to go back with the gel to set the fibers in so they don't fluff all over your face. See right there, you can already see the difference. So 3D lashes, regular mascara, huge difference. No more falsies, no more glue and hoping your eyelashes don't fall off. So here we go, back with the gel on the other eye. Make sure to get a good coat in there. A little bit on the top. Come back in with the fibers. See, now if you're as picky as I am, I always have a clean brush that I can just make sure that I don't have any stuck together lashes or little clumps. I'm a little bit of a fanatic when it comes to that, so I always use that. And then make sure we're set in there. So there we go. That's my shadow. And look what I just saw. So sometimes you get a little residue from the eyeliner. That's an easy fix. Let's take a little sponge, clean up the corners, and we're good to go. So I'm gonna close my eyes. I'll show you there. So we're done. Thanks for watching. I will be doing foundation, concealer, powder, blush, contouring video on another day, and I'll be doing a lipstick application as well. Today I just have a simple gloss, which is awesome. It's the Secretive lip gloss in clear. So keep it simple, have fun with your makeup, try a bunch of colors, and ask me any questions if you have any. Have a good day.